Hey everyone, welcome back. So, I took a small break from doing videos because I needed it. Tired, a lot of work to do. And so, I am back today with a deck profile of my Shadow Paladin deck that I modified with the coming of gbt14. So, we are going to start with the main deck. First of all, with the Grade 0. Which is Drag Wizard Viscero. So, this is a deck that is heavy on Soul Blast and on Counter Blast. So, to help me with that, I have Viscero, which effect helps me fill up the soul, and Counter Blast. So, very, very useful. Now, for grade zeros, other than the starter, I play 4 heals, 2 of the old one, 2 of the new one from gbt14. I decided to do this, do 2 and 2, because I felt that 4 of the new heal is too much. And I can use the effect of the old heal as well. And while playing with this deck, I realized that this is a very, very good option. And then 4 draws, because it's important to draw and get extra cards with this deck, because you use up a lot of resources. And then 4 stands. So I opted for this one. At first, I wanted to play with the one that counts as 2 in recycles. I thought that'd be useful. But then, I didn't have any. So I tested it with this, and I realized very quickly that these are so much better. Because I can get 2 resources, if I'm unlucky it falls onto a heal, and recycle my stand. And those 2 resources can be extremely useful in this deck, more than just having 1 card that counts as 2 and that you recycle. So yeah, and then of course, I play the 4 crits. So I actually used to play 6 crits, and I moved to 4. And it works absolutely fine because I can recycle these. So that's for the triggers. Now, grade 1s. Grade 1s, I play, of course, 4 perfect cards, those that you can recycle. Very, very useful if I don't forget to do it. And that happens often. Now, I play also Abyssal Owl times 4. It is crucial in this deck. You cannot play it under 4. Because you need to countercharge because you counterblast a lot. Then, there's a card I play once, which most deck constructs I've seen do not play it. But it is vital against a lot of decks. And that is the Cray Elemental, Light Elemental, Homily? Homily. Why? Because now, especially with Xeroth Dragons, you attack a lot. So if you can block that and make them have to make counterblasts, and most decks are counterblast heavy, it is a downer. I've been able, with this deck, to win because of it. Because he thought he had the win, and he forgot I had this on the field, and I had to tell him, nope, you can't do your last 2 attacks because of this card. And he would have won if he had those 2 extra attacks, and I was able to do my move the next turn and win. Then, I played 2 times Draglancer Dullhead from gbt14. Now, I used to play the Angel Saber Sword, I think, or Angel Sword, whatever her name was, that has the same effect, but only 6,000 attack. So I opted for this one because exact same effect, Ritual 1, and I need cards with Ritual ability, which the Angel didn't have, and it has 7k. And that makes a very big difference. Then, I play 4 times the new grade 1 from gbt14, Drag Wizard Lusharaba. Now, the reason why I play this one, very simple. It is extremely useful because it gives me extra soul, Plus, it can be a 10k booster. Who doesn't want a 10k booster? So that's for the grade 1s. Now, the grade 2s. So for the grade 2s, I play 4 Morfessas. So I saw some that don't play Morfessa anymore, but I adore this card. Not only because it looks awesome, but it is so useful and so strong. Very simply, I can bring to the field this one or this one to get a 10k booster. And usually, if you play it right, and I have a couple of times, and in the right situation where your opponent has to let this attack go through, then it's a mega win situation. And then I play the new double rare, 4 copies, Slag-tailed Dragon. I believe this is the strongest card in the for grade 2s in Shadow Battle. If there would be this in any other clan, it would be broken. So simple as that. Because it's considered a grade 1 and it has ritual ability. It's a win-win situation. Very simple example. I can call it with Morfessa. I can bring it to the field with all my effects that says I need to call a grade 1. In this deck, it's just insanely strong. I'd be curious to see how this deck goes with the new rules coming out and us taking a step back in Vanguard. Then I play 3 times another card that lets me call this to the field. Drag Wizard K-Morse. Or Neoise, sorry. Which came out before. And with this, I can summon this. And I can summon my other grade 1s, and it gets an extra power boost. And this as well gets extra power boost. I can hit with one of my grade 4s added with these up to I've done it up to 60k. And with a rear guard. And that is huge. For Shadow Palladin at least. So that's the grade 2s. And then for grade 4s, I went full luard. So I play 4 of the regular luard and 3 of the new one, Dragfall luard. By doing this, I optimized Abyssal Owl's effect that says get a luard. When this card came out, and we only had this, the regular luard, I was like, yeah, the effect not that interesting, looking 7, hope. This came out, I was like, they thought of that ahead of time. And it makes our card that much stronger. And I've seen it in-game. I rarely miswrite grade 3, if at all. So, I really like that we got another luard. Now, for grade 4s, let's go with the G-Guards first. So G-Guards, I play 2 Dark Dragon Plotmaker Dragons because, simply put, it is absolutely super strong. I play 1 Witch Queen Heartedly Gelido, 1 Drag Wizard Bernard, and 1 Dark Dragon Dark Veil Dragon. I was thinking of going to 2 with Dark Dragon, Dark Veil Dragon, but then again, it's a card that you would play late game because you need a lot of resources in your graveyard to make it actually interesting. And usually I can have between 40 and 50k guard with it if I play it late game. So that's why in the end I figured playing just 1 is enough. And by testing it I realized it was. Now, grade 4s. I play 2 Drag Driver Luard. Backup plan. I play a 1 Drag Strider Luard. I saw a lot who play 2, but now with the new cards, 1's enough. I play a Aura Geyser, 1 of each Aura Geysers, okay? And then I play the new one, times 4. Drag Piss Luard. The most insane card, I believe, in Shadow Paladin. Why? Because you can get an easy 60k boost. That's effect for your entire front row. That's what makes it so strong. I played it 2, I realized 2 not enough. You have to go 4. Because you can play it early, and you can play it late. And if you play it late, you have way more resources in your graveyard that lets you give you the boost. Because it's for every 4 grade 1s. You get a boost. So, this can cause a lot of problems. In early game, he doesn't have the resources, so he'll take the attack. In late game, it's just to use the resources of his hand. That is a slowdown. Now, I play 1 Dark Dragon Spectral Blaster Diablo. It's just because it attacks twice and it's, you know, that's kind of the fun card in the deck. And then last but not least, the Air Elemental Sea Breeze, that is, a lot of people say kind of dead with the new format that's coming. I don't believe so. I still believe that it's a very useful card in the deck. When I modified it, I wanted to remove it. And I figured, no, I won't. Because in a lot of the games I play where I don't play Sea Breeze in the deck, I get screwed by that. And I could play it, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to play it. Oh, I don't have it in my deck. But this one, I utilize it a lot as a first stride, because often my opponents are in a situation where I can do that. So I think it's still a very valid card in today's gaming. So, that's for the extra. Now, advice for this deck and how to play it. First stride, always, always Aura Geyser. Why? Very simple. This gives you card advantage, and you can, if you get the right pulls, empty out your opponent's field. And that is very, very useful as a first stride. I used to play the Carnivore Dragon. I took that out. Carnivore lets you retire, forces your opponent to retire too. That's it. Whereas this not only lets you retire units from your opponent, but you draw as well. Which not only can change your drive to a better one, your drive check, but gives you resources in hand. So always start with that one. This one, the Drag Strider, can be your finisher. It usually is mine, because I use this to weaken out my opponent's hand to the point where I call this, and no matter what, he's screwed. My 2 Drag Driver Luards are my backup plan with him in the situation if I'm playing against Kagero or Narukami or decks like that remove my units, or Gear Chronicle as a fact. Because you don't necessarily, especially these, need the resources on the field, and they can let you get the resources. So yeah, so that's the basic composition of my deck, which is tested, and I've played with it, and I absolutely loved it, and it is a awesome deck that I love, adore to play. Now, it's not given to everyone to be able to play this deck, because it's kind of expensive. But I recommend it because it's a lot of fun to play. And again, I was sorry I took a break, but I needed it. And I'm back now, and I'll be publishing again regularly. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment, and all I have to say is see you in my next video. Bye!